Welcome to
You're not
another
recording yet.
episode of Wine and Wonder. Today, your girl Aries is here with
Series.
and we have a guest co-host. Her name is Say. Our other sister is on her holy month, which is Ramadan. So we wishing her all pieces and blessings during this time. So she won't be with us taping our Wine and Wonder. So, guys, what's up? Welcome to our show. Say you're really. I want everybody to know that Say has been following us from day one, and she always have a lot of input. So we felt like it was only right that we bring her on. So, is there anything you have been wondering about since you've been watching our show?
For one, let me tell y'all that I do like the show. I like the topic I had. But my first wonder is, why do our children think we were born last night?
Okay.
Because I'm gonna start with my answer with that one first, because we thought our parents was born yesterday.
You're right.
So it's just a chain reaction.
Yeah.
Because they slow.
Yeah, because I'm like, wait, Benny had done that. Like, you cannot pull that off on me. Like, cycle just repeat itself. But yeah, I think we were born last night.
Because you know what? We don't let them know what we have done as children. So we hide a lot of things from them. We ain't gonna let them know we snuck out the house. Or
Right.
we act like we were asleep with the horse boy. Hello. You know
Right.
what I mean? When you out the house type of thing. We ain't gonna let them know all our ins and outs because we need to be able to catch them. So that's why they think we was born last night.
Yeah, true. See, that's a good point. Ain't gonna tell them
Yeah.
how we snuck out. Yeah.
And we ain't had no social media, okay? And our
Right.
friends
For
was on
real.
point. We knew how to get in touch with the friends. Like, girl, your mother is looking for you. And okay, tell her I was with such and such. We already had our junk planned out prior. If my mother called you, I'm with such and such, the person that don't got no phone.
Yeah.
So we already was 10 steps ahead of these kids. They not thinkers. We smarter than them. We remember we had encyclopedias, almanacs. They got Google.
Right. Yeah.
So we had to think a little more.
Right.
So, series, you have anything that you was wondering about? Oh, child cheese, honey.
I was just wondering when I'm gonna go to the liquor store. It's like, no. No, I think I'll let you bypass on that one. Right
You know
now,
what?
I'll come back.
Okay, listen. This was one from one of the viewers. So I was wondering how y'all feel about letting your children go to the house of maybe maybe you have let's say you got your kids' father, y'all not together, but they have a significant other, and that person do not get along with you. Would you allow your child to still go over there? And including family. If family don't get along with you, do you allow your child to still go and interact with that family member? So one of the viewers put this in my inbox. So I figured that I'll shine some light on it because I think I probably stepped a little bit into that limelight. Me and my kid's father separated, and he moved on. I moved on, and it wasn't a big thing, but I did have some guidelines, some about discipline and stuff like that. But it wasn't a big deal. We didn't want each other, even if the person didn't like me, as long as they respected my children, which she did, and I didn't have a problem with that. You know, it wasn't like we was best friends, but they went over there. She treated them nice, and case closed. We ain't got to be best friends. Family members, the same. I'm not going to feel, as long as you don't do anything to my children, I am okay with it. You don't have to like me or whatever. But if at some point I feel like you're doing something to my children, then that is when all calls are off. all bets are
Yeah,
off.
especially if
But I
they're
don't put my
old enough.
children in the middle of that. I would never put my children in the middle of those things per se. I would take it up with the kid's father or the kid's mom or whoever, and that's that. I will never put my kids. I try not to put my children in the middle
Or
of.
your child or your children will make that decision on their own.
Right.
Right. Because they
Right.
can definitely
Oh
show
yeah.
They'll know.
Yeah.
Right. So
They can feel the energy. They'll know if it's something off.
And as adults, you should be able to be cordial.
Well, we have a lot of bitter Bettys out here, so
and a
it's not happening.
bitter Bettys and bitter Bobbies. Okay, but
Bitter Byron.
but yeah, in my opinion, like I really try to separate my feelings and just let the children and their feelings interact with any family member or their the spouse of the parent,
Yeah.
so I really
Oh, so wait, we went to that. It was another it was something else. Oh, I can't think.
I can't think, I can't eat.
Think of like
But everything with all of this locked in stuff is just it have you like this. Everything is work, 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 work right now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm just like, you know what I mean? When we going, I'm wondering when it's going to open up so I could go to New York.
Yeah.
But no, unfortunately, New York seeming like one of the worst places to be.
Yes.
And it's gonna be for a long time, at least the city anyway. Like New York State lifting a little, but the city is gonna be a long time before that lift up. But I'm just wondering, what people doing with this time? We going into what? The second month, or we're a little over the second month?
Mm-hmm.
Right? So
for March.
We've been like March the 22nd.
No.
No, it's like the 12th or 13th. Yeah, because
I think I had to cancel everything. So
yeah, I think school stopped what, the 12th or 13th or something like that.
Friday the 13th.
So yeah, that was the last day. So now we're going into another month. May 13th will be another month.
I just want to say this about piggyback off of you. I feel like it's like a separation of families. I feel like, touch and feel is very important to the human body. It sends different sensories and it heals you from depression and it makes you happy. Touch makes you happy. We live in where we have to be so cordial, even with our children. And I think that's so bad. So I think you got to really educate yourself on this and stop really listening to everything that's in the news, because the news is frightening people. It's sparking a lot of fear.
Yeah, because they have people like literally don't want to leave their houses.
Right. Don't want to interact with their families.
It's clear if there's something open. I mean, it's like it's halfway open. Like we in a halfway house. You could go out, but you gotta be back in the house by such and such. It's either we can or we can. Yeah, it's either
same person insane. Like
like it's either you can or you can't. Right. You go outside and you feel like I'm ready to go back in the house because time I go here, it's time to go back in, or there's nowhere to go. You in the house, working all day, right? For the most part, for people that have to work from home. And then by time you clock out 4 or 5, whatever time, you can't even make no errands, right? It's 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, everybody running to the store, doing this, that, and the third. Then half the stuff closed by that time, unless you're going to a major supermarket or something of that matter. But it's like, just throw the whole outside in the garbage. That's what I was wondering. When they going to do that? Just throw everything in the garbage.
What do you think?
What do you think about like the Spanish flu? From what I read, that lasted about 2 years. So
yeah, it could happen.
In a new norm for quite some time, and quite frankly, I'm not rushing it. I do still have to go to work. By the time I come to work, everything is damn near shut down. But like, I condition my mind to look, this is going to either make me or break me. What am I learning about myself? What am I learning about my children? What do I want to happen after this? I mean, so it's all about your mind frame and not your mindset. Like I said, it will drive you insane if you allow it to. But you talk to someone. I mean, reach out to somebody. Just
well, I was reading someone's page today, and she was like, "Oh, through this pandemic, I lost my job. I lost my son to the worldly things out here. Like, this is a time where we supposed to be locked in and closed in and being with, family or whatever the case may be. But yet, like, these streets are still like open for this stuff. We've been hearing murders. I've been hearing deaths every single day in our city while pandemic going on, while lockdown's supposed to be. So you have police officers, 7 cop cars riding around, stopping people that's probably standing in front of their houses, when you have people out here doing things with surgical masks on, stealing cars, robbing people, doing this, that, and the third. So that's another wondering. I was wondering who thought of that bull crap. Like, this is a good time for criminals. This is criminals happy with that face mask because now they can't identify them. Everybody look the same.
Well, listen, the criminal activity is gonna always stay there. I don't think they're gonna always be there. I just don't want to be racial profiled because I'm black and they feel like the higher crime is in the black area because all people do a crime and the mask, mask. I feel like this is a time where we can't be targeted as African Americans. But this about the pandemic is that I feel like you limit yourself to your household because that's how the propaganda on the television, the government is saying, oh, it can't be more than 10 people. Oh, if it's your family, right? If it's your family. So, you go to your family house that may not have the same mindset as you. Like, listen, we're not sneezing on each other. We're not coughing on each other. We're not spitting on each other. We got our masks on. We can hug. You got family members that won't even interact with their family members if they're not in their household. So that is a problem. I was saying the other day that I did go and visit my brother that does not live in the household with me. And my brother was not scared to hug me, physically hug me tight. You understand? And I have not had been embraced like that from somebody outside of my home, and my brother was not afraid of me. And I was so happy and I was so touched that, I was like, damn, my brother not afraid, where somebody else could be afraid or another.
Now I'm looking at people trying to see because everybody seems to be afraid. So now I'm standing back like I don't even want to be in their face because everybody all scared. So there's no need. I had a friend that was a survivor of it, and I hugged her when I saw her, and she was shocked. Like, you gonna hug me? Yeah.
Right.
What's meant to be will be. What's gonna happen? I'm not afraid to hug you because you went through this.
Well, me on the other hand, I don't want to hug you, okay? Because
well,
I love you and all, but we're gonna do the elbow.
Say is one of those people that we're talking about.
That don't mean I don't have love for you, but we're gonna be cautious. I already didn't want people in my face too close. I mean, but as family, when we get together, you can't help but have a good time close up and personal. But with this going on, like, I'm cautious. I'm not a maniac about it. I'm not allowing it to drive me insane, but I am taking proper precautions. Like, and I have to be. So.
Well, guess what? I go outside. My daughter go outside. My husband go outside. We go out different times, and if one of them come in here, do what you need to do, and then that's it.
All right, great.
My doorknob, I'm spraying bleach water on my doorknob. Like,
listen, ain't nobody got time for that. But we thank you, Say. We're gonna be wrapping this up right now. We thank you for coming in, hosting with us, wondering and whining and giving us some intake, because I'm glad that you came from another angle and said, like, listen, I really don't want to hug. And I'm glad, and that was like a hint, because it's other people in the world that feel like you. Thank you, stars that's out there, for listening to us. And we'll be back with another Wine and Wonder and Tea Time. Don't forget, every Tuesday and Thursday with your stars. Love y'all.